Today I'm going to share my morning skincare routine for mature, dry skin. Hi, I'm Shelley. This is Fabulous 50s, a lifestyle channel that explores fashion, beauty and lifestyle. And if you're a woman over 50, click subscribe and click the bell and you'll be alerted every time there's a new video, and they'll all relate to you. Today I'm going to share with you my morning skincare routine. It's simple and uncomplicated, and I don't buy a whole lot of products and I get a really good result. So for the same as my evening routine, I've reduced everything by a lot. I was buying loads of products, layering everything and getting a great result, but I have learnt since that there's no need to be spending all that money and layering all those products, because I'm not going to get that much of a difference. And I strongly believe that what we put inside our body and even inside our mind has a huge contributing factor to what our skin looks like. So if we're doing the right things internally, the job up here of making our skin look better and, you know, helping us get rid of our dry skin or our flaky skin or our fine lines and wrinkles, we don't have to spend a huge fortune on our faces. So I've gone down to just a few steps, and the first step for any skincare routine is to cleanse. Because I have dry skin and mature skin, the oil cleansers work best for me. And I use a Biodroga cleansing oil. This is so beautiful and luxurious. This cleansing oil makes your skin very, very clean. It doesn't get squeaky, which is what I used to look for, but I know now that that's a bad thing when you have dry skin, and it just keeps it moisturized. So a good cleansing oil is perfect for us if we're over 50. Even if you have oily skin, an oil cleanser is great. And Shu Uemura have a really great oily skin cleansing oil. So I'll leave a link for that, and I have a friend who uses it and it's very, very good for oily skin. In the mornings I only cleanse once, and then my first step is always hyaluronic acid. I put that on first before I put any other products. And if you're used to layering all your serums, you'll know that you put hyaluronic acid on first, and it preps the skin and plumps it up. And do you know that babies, when they're born, are full of hyaluronic acid? That's why their face is so plump and their whole body is plump and everything's so smooth, because they have a really high dose of hyaluronic acid. So just imagine how smooth a baby is. We are not that anymore, because after the age of 40, hyaluronic acid stops producing in our body. It slows right down. So that makes so much sense. Babies are full of it and they're just plump and chubby and soft and beautiful. We got to buy that stuff and put it on. But this is great. If I'm feeling particularly dry, I'll add a little bit of squalane oil from The Ordinary, and I'll just put it around my dry points. I don't always use this, but this is great if you're someone who feels a little bit dry. It's just another step that you can add. And then when I finish that, I put on a barrier cream, a moisturizer to lock it all in. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream at the moment. It's so moisturizing and so amazing if you've got very dry skin. The consistency of this is thick and nourishing, but it doesn't feel heavy when it's on your skin. It pats in so beautifully, and then when you put your foundation on the top, everything's smooth and beautiful. And I would really recommend this one, because sometimes you put a moisturizer on, it feels greasy and your foundation will run, and sometimes you put a moisturizer on and it's just not enough and your skin still feels dry. So pretty much it's 3 products: a cleanse, hyaluronic acid and a barrier cream to lock it all in. That's not much. And then I'll use my squalane oil if I'm feeling a little bit dry, but that's it. I was doing peptides and I was doing growth factors and I was doing all sorts of things. I was doing vitamin C. I've swapped my vitamin C out to nighttime. Yep, that's it. It's super simple. My skin has not suffered at all. I've taken all those products out and my skin is still equally as good as what it was when I was doing all that. I'm sure that all those products help. The one product that actually probably I've noticed a difference is the peptides, but I have stopped using the peptides for now because I want to try this, and I've been so happy with the results because I'm spending a lot less money and a lot less time, and it's just less stressful having so much to do. Twice a week I'm going to exfoliate, and I just use an inexpensive gentle exfoliating scrub. This is great, and that takes off all of my dead skin cells, particularly at nighttime when I use my Retin-A. That can create some peeling. This product just keeps that at bay. It gets rid of the flakies. On those 2 days, I'll follow up with the Ren Flash Rinse 1 minute facial. This is like a 1 minute brightening vitamin C treatment. It's very good. So twice a week, but you don't really need these steps. This is just nice to have. But if you want to cut back, or if you want to start from scratch, this is a really good morning routine that actually works. You get results because it's all about keeping the moisture in, getting rid of the dead skin cells, and nourishing your body from the inside. I did make a video on what I do to get rid of my dry skin. I'll leave a link up here, but that's some really good information as well if you suffer from dry skin. And then, of course, my morning routine is always finished off with a sunscreen. Sometimes I put a sunscreen as my next step after I've finished moisturizing, but of late, and particularly in summer, I like to use a sunscreen zinc oxide powder that just easily, you can see the powder coming out. So it's really easy to apply, and that's all you do. It doesn't upset your foundation, which some sunscreens can do. So I do have a couple of great sunscreens that I use under my foundation, but in summer, this is my go-to, and you can reapply it in the middle of the day if you've been out in the sun for a long time. But because it is a physical sunscreen, which means it's sitting on top of your skin, so as the sun comes down and the rays hit your skin, it reflects it back. So you don't need to reapply a physical sunscreen the same way you do need to apply a chemical sunscreen. This one doesn't need reapplying unless you've been swimming or you've taken it off in some way. So, and this fits in your handbag. But the great thing about this as well is it doesn't get cakey like putting face powder on. It's not like that. It's just the perfect complement to your morning routine. Okay, that's it. It's really simple. It's inexpensive. I've reduced a lot of products. I haven't noticed a problem. I haven't become any drier. My skin is still in very good condition. I've stopped using eye cream because I don't need it anymore. These products are enough, and I'm going to continue doing this for another 6 months and slowly add back in some products that I used to use to see if they make a difference. Please give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and share it with any of your girlfriends who may be spending a fortune on skincare. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful week.